Okay, good morning everyone. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nabil as the MC today. Together, we respect all the summer program facilitator and what we respect, and we are proud of our participant in the 2021 final Informatics course competition. Okay, best wishes for all of us by saying Alhamdulillah. Let's say Thanksgiving for the present of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, because with His grace and guidance we can attend the event. The event is Informatics course competition summer program 2020. Okay, on behalf of the summer program commit, we would like to thank you for all attendance and we are able to participate in this event. I am Nabil Rahmat as the MC, will guide the event today. The agenda for this morning is as follow. The first one is opening, the second is competition, and the last is closing. Okay, slipping into the first, let us open event by reading Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hopefully our event today can run smoothly without any obstacles. Okay, second competition. Please for participants to prepare themselves before we start this competition. I will introduce the judges from competition. The first one is Mr. Amri Rizky Jabbar. He is the co-founder of Magesoft. Hello, Mr. Amri. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Amri. Do you hear me? Okay. I will read the CV of Mr. Amri. Mr. Amri is the founder of Divisi Manga Malang and co-founder and currently Chief of Game Developer Malang or GDM, Game Developer Malang. And then he is member of Komite Kata Kreatif Malang, and as he is a co-founder of Are Toygrafi Malang and admin of Motret Gundam, admin of Gundam Fotografi Indonesia. Oh, he like of Gundam, right? Founding member Lego of Star Wars Alliance, International Lego Graver, and the tutor in the Sunday sharing session, weekly digital toygraphy and VFX sharing session. Okay, the skill of Mr. Anli is project management, two-dimensi illustrator, two-dimensi concept art, as a graphic designer too, 3D and 2D art direction, toygraphy and digital photography, spread and animated sprite. Okay, that's all for Mr. Amri. Okay, do you hear me, Mr. Amri? Hello, Mr. Amri. Okay, maybe Mr. Amri still. Okay, the next second judge is Mr. Dali Sugi. He is founder of Satifir Malang. Okay, hello, Mr. Dede. Can you say hello to our contestant?
Hello, guys. My name is Dali, but you can call me Didi. I'm the founder of Satriver, and I have skill in 3D animation and become 3D generalist in here, because my Satriver is an indie game studio. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Dede. Okay. First of all, let me read the rules for today competition. Okay. First rule is attender and participant are not allowed to turn on the mic except presenter. The second rule is participant present to the judges with a maximum presentation time is 15 minutes. Participants are required to turn on the camera during the competition. And after the presentation, the judges will provide comment to the participant. Okay. And then participant who have been called 3 times but no response, then it will be rolled in the last turn. And there will be a reduction in the point. And the last rule is the judges judgment cannot be contested. Okay, let's move on the competition. The first participant is Aina Ruhana with the project title is The Story of Monkey, Turtle, and Chili Tree. Okay, let's first turn the project from Aina Ruhana. Uh, I will share screen about the project Aina Ruhana. Okay, wait. Aina Ruhana. Share screen. Okay, I will share screen. Okay, do you see the video already? Okay, guys, do you see my share screen or
Yeah.
not? Okay, thank you for. Do you hear the sound?
No.
Oh, okay, wait. Or maybe Aina Ruhana can share the project.
Wait a minute.
Okay, thank you, Aina. Okay, maybe for the next participant can share the project by himself because in my computer it cannot joining the audio.
Can you see my screen right now?
Okay, we see it.
The sound can be heard, right?
Right, I hear it.
Di dalam hutan, terdapat seekor monyet yang baru sahaja makan 3 biji pisang. Namun, dia masih berasa lapar. Tiba-tiba, wah! Monyet? Jangan, monyet! Jangan, monyet, jangan! Kan aku dah kata...
That's all. The video.
Okay, you can present your Blender file.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aina Ruhana binti Roslan, and I'm from University Science Islam Malaysia. Today I will be presenting my final project presentation for 3D animation Blender entitled Kisah Monyet Kura-Kura dan Pokok Cili. The story of monkey, tortoise, and chili tree. A little bit about the project. This project is titled Kisah Monyet, Kura-Kura dan Pokok Cili. It is adapted from folk tales about a monkey that is very stubborn and do not want to listen to others' advices. And by adapting this story into the project, it is hoped that people that watch this animation can remember the old folk tales, and also at the same time, they can take lesson and enjoy the storyline. The next part is about the storyline. Okay, the story started in a jungle where monkey was still feeling hungry, even it just finished eating 3 bananas. And at the same time, tortoise was also nearby, crossing the small bridge across the river. Suddenly, monkey saw a tree with many small red shiny fruits located at another side of the river. Monkey did not know what tree it is. However, as monkey was still hungry, he ran towards the tree in hope to eat the fruits. Tortoise saw monkey and warned monkey to not go to the tree. However, monkey did not listen to the warning and still ate one of the fruit from the tree. Eventually, monkey felt the spiciness from eating the fruit because it was a chili tree. Then I will go into the timeline of my project. As I use my environment that is created from the first submission, I can say that my first timeline start at 15 July, which is the second week of the course. Then I start doing the storyline at 22nd July, and the storyline is inspired by my mother's story and idea. Then the process for modeling, shading, and texturing take part on 26 July. Then I proceed to rigging and animating. And lastly, editing and adding audio. The next part is for process of modeling, shading, rigging, and animating. These are my two main characters, which are monkey and tortoise. For the process of modeling these two characters, I use reference image. Then for shading, I select faces and separate by selection. Then lastly, apply color based on my preferences. Then at the rigging part, I apply inverse kinematics at the leg part, which are the knee and foot. And for animating, I use walk and run cycle as reference to keyframing. And I add object constraint, which is follow the path to make the characters move from one spot to another. Then lastly, I use quick smoke to make the head of the monkey explode. The next part, which is environment, which is jungle, light jungle. For modeling the objects used in the light jungle, I create low poly objects, then apply shade flats to all of all objects except for the bushes. Then for the shading part, I apply color by parts. And for the bridge, I apply texture. And for the sky, I apply add-on dynamic sky. For the animation, I animate the camera by adding object constraint to make camera move from one spot to another. And to make the camera zoom in, I put camera at different place for first keyframe and for the last keyframe. Lastly, for further development of the project, after rendering the videos from different angles, I start to edit and dubbing, putting sound effects and background music. Then, lastly, as I enjoy doing this project, I hope in the future I can learn to improve my skills and make more better animations. I think that's all from me. Thank you. Do I need to share my Blender files?
Thank you, Aina, for the presentation. Then I invite the judges to provide their comment. Oke, silahkan untuk para juri untuk berkomentar atau jika perlu, juri juga bisa meminta untuk memperlihatkan file Blender-nya. Oke, silahkan kepada juri.
Mau Mas Amri? Oh, sih, nganu ta Mas Amri. Saman sih ah.
Okay. Well, it's quite good actually, and although the model design is not my kind of liking, because it's still like of shapes and things, but I got the point of it, and surprisingly the voice is also very good. The voices, the dubbing, and I think the model could be improved by that. But I understand about the timeline, and the time frame is very short, so we can believe it's quite good. And one tips, you can use maybe a still image. It's like a not moving part of background, and you can use your maybe one shot of the camera of your landscapes. It's always work in the small time frames. I think that's all for me. Maybe other judge. Okay.
Hello. Okay. Hello Aina. So I already watched your animation. So right now I'm thinking about what you're focusing in. Like, are you focusing on the 3D model, or are you focusing on the animation?
I think I focus on the model.
Okay, so if you focus on the model, just don't mix the some low poly model with some smooth model. It's makes some it's not good lah. So maybe you can focus on, if you like smooth model, you can focus on smooth model. Like I watch some boost in your background. It's like low poly. It's too low poly for me. Yeah. And you still need improve your animation too. Like you need to put your in between in your animation frames, and yeah, maybe that's it from me.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you to the judges' comment. That's great, Aina. Okay, next for the second participant is Hazifah Amni with the project title is He Is Not My Son. Okay, let's first turn the project from Hasika. Okay, please share your project, Hasika.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we see it.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hazika Amni binti Kamarul Arifin and today I will be presenting my final project. With a title, He Is Not My Son. The story is about a father who loses his son. So without further ado, let us jump into the story.
I am a single father who lost my son a week ago. I was very heartbroken when the police could not find any trace of him. So I gave up and I asked the police to do the same because I thought that this is my fate. But the police did not give up. They keep searching for my son and today they brought him back to me. They said they found him playing in the forest, but I know for sure he is not my son. He really looked like my son, spoke like my son, and even behaved like my son. But please believe me, he is not my son. Maybe this is a dream. I hope he will disappear once I woke up because I know for sure he is not my son. I woke up in the middle of the night and see him at my door. He did not do anything suspicious, but I know he is not my son. Why do I seem so sure? Because I was the one who killed him a week ago and buried him in the forest.
Can I proceed with the presentation?
Okay, time is yours, Hasika.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hasika Amni binti Kamarul Arifin and today I will be presenting about the final project of my Blender 3D animation with the title, He Is Not My Son. So I will start with the storyline first. The storyline is about a single father that lost his son, and then the police found that his son is playing in the forest and brought his son back to him. But then the father kept insisting that the kid is not his son. And then the father thought that it might be a dream and went to sleep. But then when he woke up at midnight, he saw that his son is at his door, and then he reveals that he kills his own son. So the making of He Is Not My Son. So making of He Is Not My Son with the horror genre. It is about a single father that reunited with his lost son but keep insisting that the kid is not his son. The father is actually lost his wife a few months ago and have troubles raising his own son, which leads to a mental health issue. And then he killed his own son. So it's actually, I want to say, mental health is very important and we need to get expert advice before it is too late. So the timeline of this process is on 22nd of July, I do the storyline presentation and I start to design the environment and characters after the mentor has approved the storyline. I use a different environment from the one that I made in the second week because I wanted to make it parallel to the storyline. And then after that, I do the rigging and animation. And then on 20th July, I start to do the dubbing and video editing. And on 29th July, I submit the final project. And for the technique used for modeling, I have two characters, which is the father and the son. And objects, I have tables, chairs, and toy in the living room. And I have bed, pillows, lamp, closet, and vase in the bedroom. And that is the overall view of my project. So for the lighting, I only put the light at the living room because the scene at the bedroom will be at midnight. So there will be no light at the scene in the bedroom. For rigging, I only rig the father characters because only the father will be moved around. And the kid, I just put his position at different place at the different keyframe. And for animation, there is two animation, which is when the father is walking and when the father is thinking, who is that kid that the police brought back to him. And then for further development, I like to improve my project by adding facial expression, especially when the father reveals that he is the one who killed his own son by adding the smirk expression at his face. And maybe I like to add some fingers on his father. And then I would like to improve the animation because the father looks like he has some kind of walking problem. And I wanted to make a realistic bed, which it has some wrinkle on the bed sheet. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Hasiko, for the presentation. Then I invite the judges to provide their comment. Okay, please, the judges, time is yours.
Me first again. I'm first again. All righty. Well, I'm also the horror fans, so it's quite almost me. But the camera makes me dizzy. The angle, you need to learn some angles, like maybe starting learning from photography, because videography is also part. Some of videography is also part of photography as well, and also it also works if you have some composition on for colors and layout or something, because it's very crucial for animation. The eyes is make me horror because I can see the eyes from behind, and it's very nice. The horror itself and the story itself is very cool. Seriously, because I'm also working a doppelganger story, and it's very promising from my point of view. And as a horror fans, I'm quite amused about it. And the background interior could be used more works too, because I see the half part is quite bit empty, and the animation itself is also need to be worked more. But I believe that the time restraint is also the culprit of this. So well, I think the story itself is very promising, and if you have, I wish if you had more time, you can make it more than this. And the short story horror is kind of my favorite. So kind of bit weird, but okay, maybe that's all for me, and let's go to the next judge. Thank you. Godspeed.
Okay. Hello, Hasika.
Hello.
So, maybe from me is, yeah, it's look creepy. It's totally look creepy, but you have a good plot twist in here in story side. The lighting still need some mixing some color to make the fight more creepy. Seems like Mr. Amri said. Maybe you can add some red light, or you can mix some blue or purple with with some purple light, so it can change the vibe more creepy than you implementing to your animation. And you still need to improve the animation and the modeling too. Yeah. That's it from me. Maybe.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, all the judges.
One addition. May I have one addition? Maybe smart use of lighting is also good because horror is little depending on the lighting and the lighting shading and etc. I'm not technician, but the lighting itself it's maybe from one side or two side or maybe from below. It's making more creepiness as the theme. You need to watch the theme itself. But if from the professional eyes, it will be very. It's really creepy because you need to spend more for the modeling. But me for myself, I like the low tech of it. So it's still good for me. So maybe, but the lighting itself, it's very crucial. So you make ratings about the lighting itself. Well, it's some advice from me. Maybe it will work for tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, that's very good, Hazifa. Even the jury was amazed by your work. Okay, I hope the advice from the jury can help your skill better. Okay, the next participant is Ali Ambo with the title Thief and Fighter Fight. Okay, please welcome Mr. Ali Ambo. Time is yours. Sorry, Ali, your voice is, I can hear your voice. Still can hear it. Oh, it still can hear it.
Your
Maybe
voice is. I cannot hear his voice.
Maybe you can change your search hardware in your Zoom.
You talk to me or Ali Ambu?
Mr. Ali.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
it still cannot hear it.
Unplug and plug it again. It will also work sometimes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I see.
Maybe you can close your mic on your mouth, because if it far from your mouth, I cannot hear your voice. Audio cannot hear it. Maybe I will share screen, Aliambo, about your project. Okay, do you hear it? Do you guys hear the voice or the audio?
No.
Okay, maybe you can hear it, the audio.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you, thank you. I will play again. Okay, that's from Ali Ambo. Maybe Ali Ambo, you can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Okay, you can present your project. Okay, you can talk maybe. Oh, I can read. Maybe you can turn off your camera and present your project. Okay, maybe because Ali can join the audio, maybe the judges or the jury can comment. Silakan Mas.
Okay, thank you, Aliambo. I like the first person concept on the first intro of the animation, but the combat itself is not implemented well, and the story itself is also not implemented well. Maybe you can also use a anime style scene, like poses. It's like I don't know what can I express to express for this. Maybe because it's like a simple. Maybe if you're using like this and you drop the camera, it's like something like this. rather than if you're really use your movement. But it's like simpler actually, and it's not much demanding on the time as well, because you are only using poses and maybe some adjustment and some things. If you are ever played Street Fighter or King of Fighter things, the loading screen is like a fighter that using some pose and they are moving slightly like this. It's always give it's like a illusion of the movement. And if you are at a background with some lines like anime effects or manga effects, it's actually will work as well, rather than you are using a full scale of movement. And if because full scale movement is not quite good if you are not doing good. So it's very hard actually. Even on the smaller project like video games, it's always restraining. So if you are using like a smaller thinkings, design thinkings, you can make it more at least I don't know, maybe the anime is like Fate, or I don't know, some not so high budget anime. It's always using that, and it's always work. Well, that's actually an advice for me to make anything better for you later on. But yeah, I think that's all. I like the first person concept at the intro, and it's like very cool because it's rarely used actually. So I think that's all. Godspeed, Aliambo.
Okay, hello Ali. Still muting. Okay, so I watch your animation. So the shoulder looks like dislocated bone, and the fight scene need to improve it more. You need to learn 12 animation principles to implement your fight scene. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you for all the judges. Okay, the next participant is Adinda, because Adinda can join right now. Maybe she will be rolled in the last round. Okay, the next participant again is Warismi. Okay, let's rotate the Warismi first. Okay, wait. Okay, you can see it. Okay, maybe you can see it.
Hello, Sofyan. How are you? Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How about you? I'm good. Hey, why are you suddenly coming out from the class? Do you need anything from me? Yes, I need your help, Jamil. I have a lot of questions that cannot answer by myself. It would be great if you help me. Of course, can. Let's go to the class first. Hey Sufyan, what's the problem? May you show it to me? Yes, here the question. The question asks, what if 1 plus 1? Oh, it's easy. The answer is 1. Oh, really? I thought the answer is 11 because asked my mom and dad. They said the answer is 11. That's so weird if the answer would be 2. Hey, why you not trust me? I'm done doing the question previously. Sorry, I didn't say that I'm not trust you. Maybe we wait for the teacher to coming for solving this question because I'm not really confident the answer is 2 because I'm asking my mom. She said it is 11. Okay then, let's wait the teacher. Hey, where is teacher? Teacher, we want to ask you about these questions. Oh, what kind of question you want to ask? Oh, this one? This one? 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. See, Sufyan, I already told you. 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. This cannot become 11. Oh, sorry, Jamil. Now I understand. 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. I'm sorry for not trusting you at the first place. Good. Both of you understand. I feel so relieved. You are going with the question, not fighting with the other things. Keep going and learn and learn. Okay, teacher. Thank you for helping us to solving this question. Thank you, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, that is for Ismi. If for Ismi right now can unable to attend this meeting, okay, I will play a video presentation from Clarismi along with the video presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Farizmi bin Rapi. I am from University Science Islam Malaysia. So for today, I will be presenting my final project entitled of the schools. So before I'm starting my presentation, I would like to say thank you for all the community summer program for giving me opportunity to presenting my final project. So without wasting time, I will go proceed directly to my project here. So for I'm starting before I'm starting write all the storyline for the scene. I've started it by creating the models in the scene as you can see here. At the week first, I'm starting by creating the trees for the scene, which is the scene. I'm starting by creating the icosphere here, and then I'm randomize the icosphere shape. As you can see, the shape is not exactly look like the actual icosphere because I'm done using the randomized things. So next, I'm creating the trunks for the tree, which is the trunks is I'm using the modifier called skin. I'm starting by creating the plane, and then use the skin modifier, and then make the shape looks like a trunk here. After I'm done creating the trees, and I'm done duplicate all the trees here by using Shift D. I'm creating the I had create the ground here, which is the ground is just simple, which is I'm inserting the um, plane first, and then insert the material, and then I've modified a little bit my ground, which is, as you can see here, I modified it to make it the river. So after I modified the ground and text and make the material, I've created another plane which is for the river. So as you can see, I have two plane here, but in the scene you cannot see it as a two plane, since the particle it also can use by make the water by using particle, but it's so expensive and it will take time if I want to render it. So I'm coming out with the solving the problem by create the texture which is looking like water. So as you can see, I've create the river after that. And then at the week one also I've create the tables here. So the tables here I'm using one modifier which is mirror. Yes, this mirror, because as you can see, the table they have four part, which is same the same part, which is they have the legs of the tables, and also they have the at the top of the tables. So by using the mirror, it is very easy to make one tables. Then after I'm done make tables, I'm using the duplicate uh, feature to duplicate all these tables here. So next, after I'm done that, I've also create the vase here. So the vase, I'm starting by using the circle, and then I extrude all the circles until the height that I want, and then make it scale, extrude, scale. It's simple, just make a circle and then scale, extrude, and then I've done make the vase here. So the vase, I also add the material on the vase. So next, at the second week, I've done with the texturing, which as you can see here, I will show one example. I cannot explain all the texture in the scene, so because it's a lot. So here I have the cardboard, and not the cardboard, the blackboard or whiteboard. So I'm going to the shading. So if I'm click here, I'm using the node called um, image texture, which is when you click Shift A, texture, image texture. So I'm using this node and then after I'm adding this node, I'm ending the picture, the texture that I've imported from the internet, and then attach the node color, which is the base color, and then it will create the blackboard here. So same goes to the books, and also same goes to the books on the tables here. As you can see, the tables, we got the books, the texture books. What else? Here we get the texture. So all these we got the texture. So that's how I'm done with the texture. And also with the environment, I'm using the uh, world environment texture. As you can see, and I'm click where I'm setting the texture that I've been import, and then I've got the environment here that I've created. Cool. So next, after I'm done I'm also at the week second, I've made the character, which is the boy, and also his friend outside there. Okay, let me see. Here the boy and his friend. So for this character, I've also using the texture part, which is I'm creating the model first, which is, as you can see here, it didn't have any texture. So after I'm done creating the models, I'm adding the texture. So same goes like as I explained earlier by using the nodes of image texture. So next, after I'm done with the character, so proceed with the rigging part. This rigging part, if I'm not mistaken, I make it at the third week of the course. So the rigging part, which is, let me show you. So this character. So this part, I've put an animation for the rigging. After I'm done rigging, I've create the animation for this. I've create the animation for this boy. So as you can see, we have the walk animation on the boy. Let me adjust the position first. So at the first place, I'm only at the walking part on this boy. So he is only can walk, able to walk, as you can see, because I'm enable the transform object. So it's only can walk. So after I'm done the part of swing the hand and also swing the legs, I've made the transform for this character, which is when I've checked the transform, it will transform forward. See, so that's how the fundamental that I've made, which is I'm creating first creating the rigging part and then make the hand swing and also the leg swing, and then I've made the object transform from one place to the another place. So cool. That's that one for the animation for the boy, which is I make it at week 3 together with the rigging part. Next, after I'm done all these things, uh, and then the last but not least at the week 4, I've started to make the all the try I've made the storyline for my that I've been write in my book, and then I'm starting to try to animate the camera. As you can see here, at the camera, you can see we have the animation to move all the camera around the scene. So you can see here camera moving. I'm starting by looking all the environment on the scene, all the things and all the models. Okay, let me just play. It's too lagging. So as you can see, it moving to show all the environment outside, and then going to inside to look what in inside. So next, after it's done reviewing all the scene, and then I've started by showing the boys walking over the bridge, and then suddenly his friend coming outside from the class, and they having a chit chat. The camera will say, and then at this time they having a chit chat, discuss about the question that they not understand and want to ask the friend that just come to the school. Then he asked to have the chit chat inside the classroom, and then after that I've made the boys which is the boys are just coming from the school, taking the book first, and then after he done taking the books, he going to his friend that want to ask the question, which is here. Okay, let's just roll the animation here. So he go besides the boys that want to ask question, and then he looking for the question, discussing for that I've 1 + 1 what, and then the teacher suddenly coming from the outside and asking why they suddenly arguing so loud. The teacher was curious, and then she together solving the question with the students. And then this part, the teacher say thank you for not arguing for the weird things. And then the boys, both of boys says thank you to the teacher. So that's all for my. I think that's all for the all the storyline here. So briefly, it was not hard after learning 4 weeks in the summer program. So with that said, I would like to end my presentation here. if any judges or any community have a question regarding to my project, do drop the comment in section. Do drop the comment in the comment section below, and asking for me the critics what do you want to critics about my animation or else. All right, last but not least, I would like again to thank you to all the communities and all the teachers for committedly teaching us about the 3D animation, especially to two of my teachers, which is Mr. Afif and Mr. Seita, to committed teaching us in 4 weeks with a passion. And yeah, so I think that's all for me. I am Muhammad Farizmi bin Marapi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you and stay safe.
Okay, maybe let's start from Farismi, because Farismi can join this meeting. The judges can memberikan kritik dan saran kepada Farismi. Nanti akan saya sampaikan di kolom komentar YouTube-nya. Oke, silakan untuk para juri.
Okay, I guess first again, Sarini, the camera is a bit wonky. It's like a wobble a lot. The model itself reminds me to my youth era games like PlayStation 1. The texture need to be worked, maybe not using only one textures for face, the expression. It's kind of creepy if you keep smiling at all times. So yeah, please Dali, do not do not copy it. Your smile already creepy as well. So yeah, you can use more expression for it too. And one advice is also the move. The what is like too manly. It's like what is it? Like Carl Johnson CJ on the GTA. It's like too manly, but it's kind of cool. It reminds me to my old games, which bit trend on me on my era back then. It's walking manly, something like this, and maybe you can work for it as well to move more naturally as for kids. So the teacher as well is also too young and too hot. Well, I cannot say anything else, but it's too stylish, and for teacher maybe you need to determine what kind of school is that. The camera on the explanation scene is also not work well, because it's like it is like this, and the camera should shown on me, but it's something like this, and sometimes it went like this, and it's not clear. It is intended for that for the scene, or what is it, the scene as the scene actually, but it's not work well, because people cannot see the explanation what they are debating to, or what are they talking to. So you need to give more focus on them actually. Well, I think that's all for the Nabil. I will write this as well and send to you. Okay, so you can you don't have to write it. Okay, thanks. Godspeed, Kuazarani. Okay, thank you. And next is my next judge, Dali.
Yep.
You can continue.
Okay. Okay, for Quarismi, Some models are well textured, but there are some models with bad texture. But yeah, it's for the timeline is too short too. In the camera angle, it's too weird. If you use the animation library, make sure the movement is not too sliding. You need to and for the presentation, you need to shorten your presentation so it doesn't look like technical training in here. Okay, maybe that's it from me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fide. Okay, for the next participant and the last of participant today is Adinda Putri Aprilianti with the project title Stay at Home. Okay, hello Dinda. You can share screen your project.
Udah kelihatan.
Apa? Itunya dulu Dinda, hasilnya dulu.
Oh iya. Ini kok kayak gini ya Kak di saya?
Mungkin aku saja yang setting. Okay, you can play the video, Adinda. The audio cannot hear.
Boleh minta tolong Kak Nabil aja yang saya screen. Kak bisa Kak ya di saya?
Okay, I will share screen. Okay, maybe that's all from Dinda. You can. Okay. Okay, please, Dinda, you can present your project.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Di
Thank you.
sini saya akan mempresentasikan tentang project 3D Blender yang telah saya buat. Judul dari project saya adalah Di Rumah Aja. Di sini menceritakan tentang kehidupan sehari-hari, di mana ada kakak dan adik yang berada di dalam rumah, yang mana awal cerita terdapat adik yang bernama Cici memanggil kakaknya untuk mengajaknya bermain keluar karena bosan di rumah. Kemudian kakaknya bernama Caca menghampiri adiknya, menjelaskan bahwa sekarang adalah masa pandemi COVID yang mengharuskan berada di rumah saja, karena banyaknya virus di luar. Kemudian kakaknya berinisiatif menghibur adiknya dengan mengajak adiknya tetap bermain di dalam rumah, dan ending cerita Caca dan Cici bermain bersama di ruang tengah. Kemudian di sini saya mengambil tema tentang hal yang sama dengan kehidupan kita, yaitu tentang COVID, karena yaitu tentang himbauan untuk tetap di rumah saja jika tidak ada keperluan yang mendesak. Sehingga dengan adanya video ini, kita semua dapat patuh dengan aturan yang sudah dibuat agar penyebaran virus COVID-19 tidak semakin luas. Kemudian, untuk pembuatannya, selain saya baca dari yang sudah dijelaskan oleh kakak-kakak tutor, saya juga mencari tutorial lain di YouTube. Saya mulai dari membuat bangunan di dinding. Nah, ini not responding. Pokoknya saya buat dari awalnya dari dinding ini. Terus setelah saya buat dindingnya, saya buat aset-aset yang di dalamnya ini. Kayak kasurnya, lemari, sofa, TV, ruang belajarnya ini. Kursi saya buat sendiri dengan tutor yang udah dijelaskan kakaknya sama lihat-lihat di YouTube. Terus saya juga untuk karakternya juga buat sendiri meskipun belum sempurna. Di sini cuma saya duplikat aja sama ganti baju aja untuk Caca sama Cicinya. Udah sih gitu aja. Dan saya berharap kalau misalnya saya lebih banyak belajar dan bisa memperbaiki proyek ini, karakternya bisa saya lebih sempurnakan dan story-nya juga saya lebih sempurnakan. Karena itu sebenarnya itu kepotong karena waktu, jadinya sedikit pendek. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thanks, Dinda. That's a great video. Okay, then I invite the judges to provide their comment. Okay, silakan, Mas.
Good. It is me again or Dali? No. All right. Well, it's kind of funny because my wife's name is also Chacha here, and she heard it, and we both laugh. Well, straight to the things we have to discuss. Okay, the model can be worked more, and the message because the model is kind of same, and the message itself is not well. It's not implemented well, and the voices sometimes cannot be heard easily because they are quickly talking. Maybe lower the tones of it, the tones, and the stage are too tight because no, it's like a small corridor. Maybe you are, maybe you can widen it more, and it's also not well lit. You need to be more bright because kids also love colorful places. Maybe you can add more colors rather than dull brown. But I can agree with dull brown because sometimes in Indonesia people had not so well lit houses. But if you are aiming for kids, you need to be more colorful. Well, because the kid loves more colors, I think. I think that's all. Maybe the next judge have more work for it, more work for it.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Mr. Amri. So, hello, Adinda. Mm, you need to improve the texture because you forget some eyebrows for your character model. And for the animation, the arm is look like jellyfish. It's too, yeah, it's too stretchful. I don't know. And you need to reduce to watching TikTok. For the story, you already got Indonesian TikTok style, like uh, you still need improve your story writing. And the sound is the chipmunk sound. It's so creepy. You need to reduce the chipmunk effect maybe for more smooth and more, and we can hear it smoothly. So maybe that's it from me. To Nabil.
Okay, thank you, other judges, for the comment. Okay, that's very good, Dinda. We all have fun. What's your final project? Okay, I think the last presentation in the competition has finished. Okay, before I close, I inform you that the winner of the Informatics course competition will be announced at the closing ceremony of the 2021 summer program on Sunday, on 1 Agustus 2021 at the 1 p.m. Okay, and we inform the summer program participant that tomorrow on Sunday, there will be a summer program webinar in which there will be three very extraordinary presenters. So don't forget to attend the summer program webinar tomorrow. Okay, it doesn't feel like we are at the end to the event. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all of the jury and also all the participants. And don't forget to all those who have helped in me success of the event. I'm Nabil as the MC today. Apologize for previously if there is any wrong words. That's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.